Hello, my name is Kevon Thompson, reporting live for T-Bird News. Did you know 71% of teachers say managing student use of cell phone in the classroom is an issue? Many teachers complained about the unnecessary cell phone use in the classroom.
Though I feel that cell phones can be a learning tool, at this point I feel like they've become more of a distraction. For example, I see a lot of students in class scrolling, checking social media, which sometimes can start fights and things of that nature when we get angry at one another and we don't know how to handle it. And sometimes we look up answers to things where we should really be thinking about what's happening instead of just looking it up. That doesn't always help. So that's one of the reasons why I don't like cell phones in class.
It's hard for teachers to teach their class when students are into their phone instead of what is being taught.
I don't allow cell phone use in the class because it's very distracting to the learning environment. It takes a lot of our students away from what we're doing in class, whether it's a group activity, taking notes, or even testing. It puts the emphasis on what's going on in social media, usually nothing that's related to school activities, and it becomes very distracting where the kids sometimes listen to music and we hear that instead of being attentive to the lecture.
I think that there is a time where cell phones could be useful, but I feel like these days, or at least in math classes, they're more a distraction than they do good. I think they probably make more sense in a history class or maybe an English class where you can use it for research, but not as much in math.
Although phones may play an important role in our education today, they are more of a distraction than a learning tool.
I don't necessarily dislike phones in the classroom. They can actually serve a very educational purpose. However, in our case in this school, it seems to be more of a distraction and a hindrance to the education process opposed to a help.
Well, I tend to oppose it because I think it's a big distraction. There are times when it's okay because you might want the students to use their cell phones to do some research, but there are too many times when they just play with their cell phones and don't listen. So I think overall, I tend to oppose it, but there are probably times when it might be a good thing.
After hearing the interviews, it's clear that throwing away teachers are more than 71% of teachers that say managing the student use of cell phones in the classroom is an issue. I'm Kevon Thompson reporting live for T-Bird News.